Hello everybody, with the holiday season coming up, I'm now ready to do my very first Lionel O gauge review, which in this case will be none other than the Polar Express. In fact, this is one of the older style Lionel sets that they had. I believe I got this back in 2003 or 2004, just when the film was introduced and everything. So as you can see, this packaging is really huge and everything, making it easier to unbox. So you just gotta lift off this huge cover and you got your contents inside. This white box has all the track. You got the transformer right over here. We got one of the passenger coaches without a box. There's more coaches over here. And this big box over here, which contains the locomotive. So I'm gonna get everything out of the box, and then I'll pretty soon have it all set up, because I will tell you, being able to take all these contents out is not very easy to do with one hand. So I'll be showing you everything out of the box very shortly. So here's a very quick look at the engine now that it's out of the box. It was very hard to take out of the box with one hand, so that's why I stopped the video. So without any further ado, here she is, the Polar Express steam locomotive number 1225. Secretly, if you've been to Owasso, Michigan, you'd see a steam engine like this. That would be known as Père Marquette number 1225. If you remember my N-scale reviews of Nickel Plate 765 and Père Marquette 1225, believe it or not, the Père Marquette 1225 was used for both the sound and model tintly in the Polar Express film. So you can see the engine looks just like it. 2 pilot wheels, 8 drivers, and 4-wheel trailing truck. So 100% 284 Berkshire steam engine. I think I can get the passenger cars out. Believe it or not, the locomotive was the heaviest part to get out. So this is the observation car right over here. I remember seeing on JLWII 2000 channel yesterday that with the Lion Chief, the platform was not included, but this one, it is included. There's not much people sitting in this car, except you'll see that one kid over there who sat way back there. If you're able to watch the movie, that was that shy little boy named Billy. That's the car he sat in. Now let's see what we got in here for this one. And this is a see-through, so I may as well show you. And this is the puppet car with all the marionettes and everything. And then this is the kid car where all the kids sat. And I believe, James, from that channel, you did kind of couple up your consistent mistake. That the puppet car is supposed to be behind the engine, and the kid car is supposed to go after, with the observation car, of course, in the rear. So that's how it goes. So I'm going to show you some more contents. That in this white box, of course, this is where all the track is. Let's see if I can get that box to stay opened. And there it is, the simple 3-rail O-gauge trackage. And here's what gives everything the power I just pulled out. The transformer. So this is what the transformer would look like. Features a directional button, whistle, and bell. So once I get all the track and everything else set up, I'll show you how differently this is used compared to today's Lionel train set that's been modified into Lion Chief and everything with a handheld remote. So this is an older set, and I'll show you how it worked. I'm not sure if Lionel trains are still being sold like this today, but I'll show you how it works and everything once I get it set up. Alright, so we've come to the conclusion of this video on seeing how the train would work. So here it is. The Polar Express, set up from 2003 or 2004, is all set up. So now when it comes to running the trains, there are 3 settings usually when it comes to running these. They include forward, neutral, backwards, neutral, and forwards. So here goes the train running in forwards. When we stop the volts, we crank it up again. It does nothing but does neutral. And on neutral mode, you can see they got the headlight on along with the marker lights and everything, as well as all the lights in the passenger cars. That's called neutral. So I crank it down again, crank it up, it goes into backwards, crank it up again, neutral, crank it up again, forwards. However, there is a bit of a switch inside that you can usually use if you want to switch it to just staying forward. While the train is moving slowly, switch the switch off or so, and then bam, your train is still gonna go forward. See how easy that is? So it runs very, very well and everything. And if you're able to look closely at some of the tracks, this set is so old that you would have seen some rust marks, I think, on one sides of these tracks, but unfortunately, I don't think the film will pick it up. But anyway, this is how it works. So I got the train on forward because I turned a reverser off inside the cab. And I believe there would have been another switch inside the cab that would turn the smoke on and off. But the good news is, if we run out of smoke fluid on this train set by then, it's not going to damage the locomotive at all. Not like how it is with the Broadway Limited engines. Well, anyway, here you have it. The O-Gauge Polar Express by Lionel, which I think is around 2004, I believe so, yes. Very, very nice running engine. I have an O-Gauge and everything. Because after all, Lionel and Christmas go very well together, and what better Christmas train to have than the Polar Express, running around my coffee table. I have a bigger G-scale train set under my tree that's Disney themed, because my Christmas tree is indeed Disney themed and everything. So there you have it. Really hope you enjoyed this video on how an original old-fashioned Lionel train set works. So thank you very much for watching, and from the St. Mary's Railroad, we will see you on the rails. Just one more run by, because I forgot to play this sound. That's right, whistle. There's my dog Gizmo, who is in the way a little bit. How you doing, buddy? Alright, and there you have it. See you on the rails.